In the heart of the Louisiana bayou, shrouded in mist and mystery, stood the ancient Blackwood Manor. The mansion, with its towering spires and Gothic architecture, had been abandoned for decades. Locals whispered tales of its dark past, of the family that perished within its walls, and of the curse that lingered, waiting for new victims. A group of 5 friends, Emma, a curious historian, Jake, a skeptical journalist, Lily, an aspiring filmmaker, Marcus, a thrill-seeking adventurer, and Sarah, a sensitive empath, decided to spend a weekend at Blackwood Manor. Drawn by the promise of an unforgettable experience and the chance to uncover the truth behind the legends, they arrived at the mansion on a dreary summer afternoon. The air was thick with humidity, and the sky was a foreboding shade of gray. As their car approached the manor, the atmosphere grew heavier, as if the very land was holding its breath. The mansion loomed before them, its windows like hollow eyes watching their every move. Despite the unease that settled in their stomachs, they pressed on, eager to begin their investigation. Inside, the manor was eerily silent. The only sound, the creaking of the old floorboards beneath their feet. The air was colder than they expected, and a faint, musty odor hung in the air. The friends settled into the manor, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls. As night fell, they gathered in the grand parlor, where a fire crackled in the hearth, casting flickering shadows on the walls. Emma shared the history of the manor, recounting the tragic tale of the Blackwood family. Jonathan Blackwood, the reclusive inventor, had vanished under mysterious circumstances. His wife, Eliza, was found dead in the attic, her body twisted in an unnatural position. Their children, twins named Abigail and Thomas, were never seen again. As Emma spoke, the temperature in the room plummeted. The fire flickered and died, plunging the parlor into darkness. A low, mournful wail echoed through the halls, sending shivers down their spines. Jake, ever the skeptic, dismissed it as a trick of the wind. But Sarah, her empathic abilities tingling, felt a deep sense of sorrow and despair. "Something terrible happened here," she whispered. The night wore on, and the friends retired to their rooms, but sleep eluded them as strange noises echoed through the manor. Doors creaked open and shut, footsteps padded down the halls, and whispers filled the air. Emma, unable to sleep, decided to explore the manor. As she wandered through the dimly lit corridors, she stumbled upon a hidden door. Pushing it open, she discovered a dusty library filled with ancient tomes and strange artifacts. In the center of the room stood a large, ornate mirror. As she gazed into the mirror, her reflection began to change. The image warped and twisted, revealing a vision of a woman in a tattered dress, her eyes filled with madness. The woman reached out, her fingers brushing against the glass. Emma stumbled back, her heart pounding. The vision vanished, leaving her shaken and confused. The next morning, the friends gathered in the dining room for breakfast, but the mood was tense, and the air was thick with unease. Sarah confessed that she had been plagued by nightmares, visions of the Blackwood family and their tragic fate. As they discussed their experiences, A loud crash echoed through the manor. Rushing to investigate, they found the mirror in the library shattered, its shards scattered across the floor. Jake, determined to uncover the truth, decided to search the attic. As he climbed the rickety stairs, a sense of dread washed over him. The attic was dark and musty, filled with old furniture and forgotten memories. In the corner of the attic, he discovered a trunk. Inside, he found a collection of letters and photographs detailing the Blackwood family's descent into madness. The letters spoke of a curse, a malevolent force that had taken hold of the manor. As night fell, the friends realized they were not alone. The spirits of the Blackwood family haunted the manor, their tormented souls trapped in an endless cycle of despair. The friends were caught in the crossfire, their lives in peril. Emma, Sarah, and Lily huddled together, their fear palpable. Marcus, ever the adventurer, decided to confront the spirits. Armed with a flashlight and a camera, he ventured into the depths of the manor. In the basement, he discovered a hidden chamber. Inside, he found the remains of Jonathan Blackwood, his body preserved in a glass coffin. As he approached, the air grew colder, and the shadows closed in. The spirits of the Blackwood family appeared, their faces twisted in anger and sorrow. Marcus, realizing the truth, understood that the curse could only be broken by releasing the souls trapped within the manor. With newfound determination, Marcus returned to his friends. Together, they devised a plan to free the spirits. They gathered the letters and photographs, creating a memorial to honor the Blackwood family. As they performed the ritual, the manor came alive with energy. The walls trembled and the air crackled with electricity. The spirits appeared, their forms glowing with ethereal light. The friends watched in awe as the spirits were released, their souls finally at peace. The manor, once a place of darkness and despair, was now filled with a sense of calm and tranquility. The friends left Blackwood Manor forever changed by their experience. They had uncovered the truth behind the legend and broken the curse that had haunted the manor for centuries. A year had passed since the friends' harrowing experience at Blackwood Manor. Emma, Jake, Lily, Marcus, and Sarah had each tried to move on with their lives, but the memories of that weekend lingered, haunting their dreams and casting a shadow over their days. Despite their attempts to forget, a sense of unfinished business gnawed at them. They had broken the curse, or so they thought, but something told them that the story of Blackwood Manor was far from over. Driven by a shared sense of duty and a desire for closure, the friends decided to return to the manor. They hoped to find answers, to uncover the truth that had eluded them, and to finally lay the past to rest. The manor stood as it had before, its Gothic facade imposing and foreboding. The air was thick with humidity, and the sky was a foreboding shade of gray. As the friends approached, a sense of déjà vu washed over them, as if they were stepping back into a nightmare. Inside, the manor was eerily silent, the only sound the creaking of the old floorboards beneath their feet. The air was colder than they remembered, and a faint, musty odor hung in the air. Emma, leading the way, felt a strange pull, as if the manor itself was calling to her. She led the group to the library, where the shattered mirror still lay on the floor. The shards glimmered in the dim light, casting strange reflections on the walls. As they gathered around the mirror, a sudden chill swept through the room. The shards began to vibrate, emitting a low, humming sound. The friends watched in horror as the shards lifted into the air, swirling and coalescing into a swirling vortex. The vortex expanded, enveloping the friends in a swirling maelstrom of light and shadow. They felt themselves being pulled into the mirror, their bodies and minds unraveling as they were transported to another realm. When the vortex subsided, they found themselves in a twisted version of the manor, a nightmarish reflection of the world they knew. The walls were warped and distorted, and the air was thick with a sense of malevolence. Emma, disoriented but determined, realized that they had been drawn into the mirror's domain, a place where the spirits of the Blackwood family were trapped. The mirror was not just a portal to the past, but a gateway to a dimension of despair. As they explored this twisted realm, they encountered the spirits of the Blackwood family. Abigail and Thomas, the lost twins, appeared before them, their eyes filled with a mixture of sorrow and anger. "You have returned," Abigail said, her voice echoing through the distorted halls. "But you have not come to save us. You have come to be judged." The friends were led to a grand hall where the spirits of the Blackwood family awaited them. Jonathan and Eliza Blackwood sat upon a spectral throne, their faces etched with the pain of their tragic fate. "You broke the curse," Jonathan said, his voice a low rumble. The friends realized that the curse was not just a malevolent force, but a cycle of suffering that had ensnared the Blackwood family for generations. They had interrupted the cycle, but they had not broken it. "You must face the consequences of your actions," Eliza said, her voice filled with a quiet intensity. "You must confront the darkness within yourselves." The friends were each subjected to a series of trials designed to test their resolve and reveal their deepest fears. Emma faced her fear of failure, Jake, his fear of the unknown, Lily, her fear of being alone, Marcus, his fear of vulnerability, and Sarah, her fear of losing control. As the trials unfolded, the friends discovered the truth about the Blackwood family. They learned that Jonathan had made a deal with a malevolent entity, trading his family's happiness for power and success. The entity had twisted his desires, corrupting his soul and cursing his family. The friends also learned that the entity had been manipulating them, using their fears and insecurities to turn them against each other. It had orchestrated their return, hoping to ensnare them in the cycle of suffering. But the friends refused to be broken. They realized that the key to breaking the curse was not just in confronting their fears, but in embracing their strengths and supporting each other. With newfound clarity and determination, the friends confronted the entity. They stood together, their bond stronger than ever, and challenged the darkness that had plagued the Blackwood family for generations. The entity, unable to withstand their combined strength, was forced to reveal its true form. It was a being of pure malice, a shadow that fed on despair and suffering. The friends, drawing on their courage and love for each other, fought the entity with everything they had. They used their unique abilities and experiences, each contributing to the battle in their own way. In the end, the entity was defeated, its hold on the manor and the Blackwood family broken. The spirits of the Blackwood family were finally free, their souls at peace. The friends emerged from the mirror, the manor restored to its former glory. The air was filled with a sense of renewal and hope, and the oppressive weight of the curse had lifted. The friends knew that they had been changed by their experience, but they also knew that they had grown stronger. They had faced their fears and emerged victorious, their friendship forged in the crucible of adversity. As they left Blackwood Manor, they vowed to remember the lessons they had learned and to carry the spirit of the manor with them. They had broken the cycle of suffering and had ushered in a new beginning.